I'm back. Hey guys, it's me. I'm back. I have missed you guys so much. I hope that you've missed me too. I've had a few of you message me to check in on me to see if I'm doing okay. I haven't been on YouTube for about almost 3 months, and I just wanted to make this video to just explain where I've been, what I've been up to, and just give you some updates. Alright, so I have some little notes on my phone here just because I don't want to forget anything, but I wanted to start off by saying thank you. Thank you for watching this video. Thank you for, checking in on me and making sure that we're okay. I am okay now. It's been, a busy 3 months. Last I left you was December, so I have not posted this year. This is my first video of the year, but back on New Year's Day, we started off the year getting COVID. It was when the last variant was like at the very highest peak, and it seemed like everybody was getting it at the time. And so it started with my little one, I think. It's all such a blur now, but I remember just being at the urgent care with Caleb on January 1st. Like, that was our New Year's Day, was, him being taken to the doctors, and he tested positive, and so our whole family was also sick. I think Noah was probably the one that barely, and Lucas, they barely had anything, and the one that got it the roughest, I would say, would be my husband and Caleb. Caleb developed, I believe it was croup, along with the COVID, so that was insane. So, we were tired and everything, and it took us a while to just get back into the swing of things. We had just finished off like Christmas, so you know what your house looks like after Christmas. And so it just took a lot out of us. And then also my sister, my older sister, I don't know if you've been following me this long, but back like 2 years ago, before it was even like the whole pandemic even was announced, it was like January of 2020. My older sister was hospitalized and was actually in a coma because she had gotten COVID, and at the time they didn't have a test for it, so they didn't know what to call it. But she got it again this time around, and she was admitted to the hospital. So that was kind of like a little worrisome, but she did fine. It was a lot less severe than the last time, so I was thankful for that. She's doing well. And then another thing happened. So I was taking the boys to school on I think it was on a Friday, and it was actually kind of cold outside, and so I decided, okay, I'm gonna put on some sneakers and a sweater, which I normally don't do. I know that sounds funny, but here in Florida it's like flip-flops and that's it, like, leggings and a t-shirt or something for morning drop-off. But this morning I specifically remember, let's get my hoodie on, my jeans, and my shoes. And so I was driving the boys to school, and I remember just turning on the car, and it was like making a weird whirring sound. I don't even know how to say that, but it was just making a really loud sound, and I was like, is this because it's cold? I don't know, whatever. So we're driving to school, and I always pray with the boys like on our way to school, but then the car, like, I stopped at a light, and then when it turned green, the car kind of like did this, like, I don't know, it just stuttered or whatever. And I was like, what is going on? I could tell something was getting stuck, like it would not go. And I was like freaking out at that point, because I'm like, and the sound was just like really loud. And I was like, oh my gosh. So I called Ronnie on the phone, and I was like, I don't know what's going on, but the car is like not going when I'm telling, hitting the gas or whatever. And it's like moving, and then it gets stuck and whatever. And every time I'd stop at a light and go, that's when it would, like, I was like afraid it wasn't even gonna start. And so the last time that happened, I had him on the phone with me because I like panic, and I don't like it. And so he kind of helps me to relax a bit, calm down, and think a little bit more rationally instead of like, the car. But I was like, Ronnie, I don't think I could keep on driving this. I think I'm gonna like do some damage, because I could just hear it was like the sound was like really bad. The car was completely fine before that, the minivan. And then like I was like, I'm gonna pull over because I don't like this. And so we had to pull over about a mile away from the school in like a church parking lot. And so I was like, okay, that day we also were early, which like never happens. So God was like, you know, taking care of us, you know. In retrospect, you see it and then you're like, thank you, you know. So we actually walked to school. I had the stroller with Caleb and the two boys, and we just walked the last mile to school. Thankfully, it was not hot. It was nice and cool, and I was very thankful I had my sweater on and my jeans and my shoes. And so I was just like, okay, God had like prepared this in advance, that this was gonna happen, and like he knew that that was gonna happen. And so anyway, I called Ronnie, or I was still on the phone with Ronnie, and Ronnie just came over from work, and he did like a diagnostic thing where you hook it up to the car and it tells you what's wrong, and it was a transmission. So we tried a few things, nothing was working, and that was it. Like we were done. Like the car was just like done. And so we ended up being parked across the street from a friend's house, which again, didn't plan it, but that's the way it turned out. And we were able, like I was able to just drive very slowly to her house, because it was literally right across the street. And so we left the car parked there. And it was crazy because literally like a weekend before that, Ronnie and I were talking, and we were saying, you know, I really think, you know, maybe time to trade in the minivan, you know. And then this happens. Like I was like, no, why? Why did we just, why? You know, and just frustrated. Because if you don't know, like replacing a transmission or fixing a transmission on a car is very expensive. It's one of the most costly repairs that you can get done on a car. And so I was just like, oh my gosh, like, you know, you start to like worry and panic and just, what are you gonna do? How are you gonna pay for this? Or, you know, what do we fix it? Do we sell it? What do we do? You know? So we decided to, you know, it was kind of hard to sell a car that wasn't running. So we decided, okay, let's get the transmission fixed, and then sell it, you know, and then whatever we get from that, we'll use towards getting a new car. So I know this is a super long story, but this is just what's been happening. Anyway, long story shorter, we ended up selling the minivan to Carvana, and it was just as easy, seriously, just as easy as it was on their commercials. We did everything virtually, actually. We even did the drive-through, or the walkthrough, I'm sorry, of the car on FaceTime. And so it was very seamless, and everything went well. The mechanic got it fixed, everything got done. We had a friend, the friend that we actually parked our car at, she like took the boys to school, picked them up. Or actually Ronnie took them to school, and she was picking them up in the afternoons and dropping them off. So it was nice to be able to, I don't know, just have people there to care for you, and just knowing that God's got you, right? So after we towed our or sold our minivan, it's time to shop for a new car. So the bad news with that was that car prices right now, I don't know if you know, everything is going up in price. It's ridiculous. That's a whole nother rant. But car prices, like used cars, are up like, I think they said it was like over 40% from last year alone. And so I was like, oh my gosh, like I was like, what are we gonna do? Are we gonna be able to find a good, reliable car? All this stuff. Anyway, we shopped around online a ton, and then finally the day that we decided to go and, you know, hit the pavement and just go to the dealers, we went to I think it was the second dealer that we went to, the second car we looked at, and we found our new car. And we had been praying that, you know, we would just get a good price on it and everything, and we were. And I'll show you guys a picture here of when we got the car. That was February 1st, and it's a GMC Acadia. It's a used car, what year is it? 2017. So yeah, we've been liking it. It's not a minivan. We were kind of, I don't know, on the fence on that one, but this one's got third row seating, so I can still, you know, have all the kids in the car. And it's mostly just me and the boys anyway, and Lucas sits up front with me now because he's old enough and big enough now. He's going to be 11 in just a few days, so crazy. But yeah, so we got a new car and I love it. It feels like it's a fancy car because it's got like all these like features that our other car didn't have. And so we've been very blessed with that. I haven't even looked at my notes because I just keep on talking. So with all of this, you know, of course, my mental health took like a dip, you know, like when the car broke down and I was just sitting at home all the time, like I think it was like a whole week because we didn't have a car. The minivan was getting repaired. And that was like rough, you know, and I was just tired. But I was trying to do like different things to like help, you know. It sounds silly, but I actually started doing like cooking like different things. I've been trying new recipes, and I actually got an air fryer, which I know so cheesy, but I've been wanting one for like ever, and I finally got one and I love it. I love it, and I got it on a good deal. Costco, 40 bucks. So that was really good. But you know, doing YouTube on with everything else that was going on, it was just like too much. Like there was some days where it's like you know, taking a shower sounded like a lot, you know? And you just get like down in the dumps, man. Like, you know, just the extra expenses that we weren't expecting, you know, having to like use that money that we didn't want to use. And it was just hard. And so we also tried doing things like we've been trying to do things outside. Like we took the boys to the beach, which is silly, but we live like 15 minutes away from the beach, and they say that when you live close to the beach you don't go as often, and it's so true because we're right there and we should go more often, but you know, we haven't. But we want to change that. So the boys loved it. We had a great time at the beach. I was able to just relax and just, it was totally what I needed at the time and still do. But that was awesome. And oh, I also started to I got like it's called an Every Plate. It's like a subscription for like food and stuff. I tried that. I'll probably put that in another video and tell you what I think about that. We went to visit family in Ocala. So we actually unfortunately had a funeral to go to, but we did spend some time up there. We were able to, you know, kind of test the Acadia, the new car, on the road. It has a roof rack, so we were able to attach this like cargo tote bag, whatever, with all our stuff in it. So that was a fun experience. Although we were worried about it falling off, but it made it. It made it. And so, you know, with all of that, we had to reassess our finances, you know, just because I haven't been uploading on YouTube and stuff. My income has gone like way down. Not that I was ever making like a ton of money, but, you know, it helps a little bit every month. And so it's gone down. And not only that, but now with the purchase of the new car, you know, it was a little bit more than we were wanting to spend. So there's that. And so we just had to like reassess our finances and our like budget. So with that, I got a new side gig. Guess what it is? Guess what it is? Write in the comments and let me know what you think my side gig is. Yes, YouTube is like a side gig. It supplements our income, but I also got another side gig, and it is, drum roll, Uber Eats. So on Valentine's Day, I became an Uber Eats delivery driver. So my older sister actually does this full time. So I've kind of, you know, known about it since then. And then my little sister, my younger sister, she did it for a little while in between jobs. And so, you know, they had nothing but like really good things to say about it. So I was like, you know what? Let me try this out. We got the new car. It's better on gas mileage, and it's very flexible, because I started thinking about, like, you know, maybe part-time jobs or something, but childcare is so expensive and it's just not worth it. It really is not worth it. Here in South Florida, it's just not worth it. You know, I didn't want to go to a job just to pay for daycare. And then I looked at like work at home jobs, and I was just like, no, I don't need that much money, you know, like extra. So I love that I can do this Uber Eats, and I'll see if I can get some footage in here of me making a delivery. But I also signed up with DoorDash, which don't really love that one so much, but yeah, it's been going really well. I love that I can do it basically at any time. Usually when I do it, it'll be like once Ronnie's home, and it's like around dinner time. We know that you get a lot of orders in around that time for dinner. So I'll go out for, you know, like a couple hours or something and do some deliveries. So there's that. And then sometimes I'll do it like in the morning if I just have Caleb with me and it's a quick little drop, you know, drop something off. I do it then, and yeah, it's been really cool. You know, it's had its frustrations, as it's like there's like a little learning curve where you get to know your market and everything, and like what orders to take, what not to take. But if you're interested in like seeing what that looks like or something like that, let me know, and maybe I'll do like a little vlog video, day in the life of an Uber mom, Uber Eats mom. But yeah, so I've been excited to do that because that'll help supplement our income, you know. And not only that, but you know, I love to post like home decor here on YouTube and doing all my seasonal decor. And if I don't have, okay, I just want to make sure I was recording. Okay, so if I need to be able to budget in for like new decor items and things like that, like I usually do, but you know, we were coming up a little short, so this will be the perfect solution to be able to supplement income. And hopefully, you know, once I start uploading more on YouTube, you know, I'll get maybe back to a little bit more back to normal income with YouTube. I don't know, and we'll see what I can do to balance things around. But yeah, I have been doing some home updates. I actually rearranged my whole entire living room, got new pieces for in here. I'm really excited about it because ever since I changed the whole entire layout, I feel so much better. Like it just, I don't know, like I used to kind of avoid the living room for a while, especially during Christmas. We had that awkward layout. I didn't like it. But now, you know, with this new layout, I love it. Like I spend a lot more time, you know, just hanging out in the living room. You know, of course I'm in the living room when I need to be with the kids and stuff, but a lot of the times I'd like go up to my room or something and watch TV up there, but not anymore. I've been hanging out here. So I have been filming what I've been doing. So I will be, after this video, I'll be having a living room makeover update kind of video, refresh, that's the word I was looking for, and show you what I've done. And I love it. I love it. New rug, new art, new everything. So there's that. And then also spring decorating. I love decorating for the seasons, and spring is no different. So that'll be coming up after that video, the living room updates video. I'll probably be doing a spring clean and decorate video, so we'll do that. But yeah, that's all I have for right now. Thank you for watching. If you watched till the end, I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. I've missed you guys, and you know, I'm sorry. I feel bad that I wasn't here, but you know, life is life, and life gets crazy, and I'm just glad to be back. I'm glad to be feeling better. You know, the depression was kind of, anxiety was like through the roof at some times, some points, and I'm feeling better. Not 100%, but better. And this has helped, of course, when you walk through trials, this helps, you know, you grow closer to the Lord. It has helped me grow closer to the Lord, and seen him do different things in my life. And so I'm very thankful for that. And then I also wanted to mention that our church is doing community groups, and they're starting next week, and we are hosting one, our house. So you know, I gotta clean because there's gonna be guests every week. I'm a little nervous about that, but yeah, so I definitely got to get the cleaning done and finish the decorating, everything, because I don't know, I like having a nice place for guests, right? I want them to feel comfortable and at home when they come. So that's it. If you have any questions, or if I missed something or whatever, let me know. Make sure that you like and subscribe, and turn on your bell notifications so that when I do post the next video, you'll be notified on your phone and you can watch. Thank you guys so much. I love you guys. Thank you for being so patient with me, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.